everybody. This is a little video about the recent forum post about macro statements. Let me take you to the first page. So basically, what they're saying is, if it's a small enough script, little macro that allows you're still in control of everything. You're still at the computer. You're still commanding the battle and stuff like that, then it's okay. If it's a script that's a long running script that means you can get up out of your seat and quit looking at the monitor and take your hands off the keyboard or the mouse, then it's not okay. So basically right here. So this is what you do. You go to autohotkey.com and you download their thing, which I already have. You install it. And then what you do is you right click, you go to new AutoHotkey script, give it a name, and you right click on it, go to edit script, and then I posted this in the forum, but this is something that I've used. Basically what it says is bind the F12 key. You can change the F12 to a different key that you want. And then it says left arrow, sleep, click, sleep, left arrow, sleep, click. You could do it in a loop too, but this is just as simple since you only want to do it 5 times. The sleep is so you don't actually overrun how fast Flash can respond. If you don't sleep long enough, then Flash won't actually catch all of the commands that you just sent it. Okay, so you create that and you save it, and then to activate it you double click on it, and now it'll throw an icon down here at the bottom. And when you want to get rid of it, because right now anytime you hit the F12 key, that's going to run, right? You'd right click on it and hit exit if you want to get rid of it. So if we go back here, I didn't actually have a fleet out yet. Hold on a second. Let's send something. Send something out. I'll show you how it works. You see it's down here. You can always check for that. I personally do the same thing, but it's with there's a scripting thing for my mouse. So I just hit a button on my mouse, but this will work for everybody. So I hit the F12 key right there, and you see how it cycle through everybody. I move that mouse back over. Use my arrow key one time to change who I'm leading on. Let that die, the ship's group. And it's going to go wherever your mouse is, so I have one hand on the mouse and my other hand on the key. Since I'm using a laptop, the F12 works as a pretty good key, and you could leave it on for a while because F12 is not a popular key for a lot of stuff. And that's really the trick. Is I've seen some people recommend, well, do the spacebar. Well, if you do the spacebar, that means you have to shut that script off whenever you leave the game, because you're going to use the spacebar for other things, and every time you go into some other random app, you don't want left click mouse, left arrow mouse click, left arrow mouse click. So that was just F12 key right there. And you just work your way. So you put your mouse where you want to be. It actually works pretty good. F12 actually works good on a trackpad too, because you can have one finger controlling where the trackpad's going and one finger and the other one on the in that scenario I'd probably, well, actually you might want to change it to like tilde or something. Tilde is the key to the left of the 1. That's not a very common key either. You could switch it to that one, and it's just finding stuff. I would try to recommend not a combination key, just because it would be, you have to remember to do the combination and actually hit it all the time. And if you're in a situation where you need to do a lot of movements really fast like this, you don't want to have to forget which one you're trying to hit. So that's pretty much it. And there's stuff in here about learning more about it. If you want to do a different key, you probably need to go find how to coordinate a certain key or not. So I've actually used a little bit in Farmville, just clicking on all the little farm squares a long time ago. But it actually has a lot of stuff. You could actually automate a lot of stuff on your machine. But somewhere in here, it'll actually show you if you want to not the F12. You can see it, so you can do all the F keys. You can figure that one on your own. But if you want to do regular keys, you might need to find somewhere in here where it actually has the listing that says, maybe this was it. Yeah, so if you want the spacebar, you actually do that word, right? If you want the tab key, you do that word. Probably if you want a standard letter, you just do a standard letter. So anyway, it's a so in here, I think it was near the end. So yeah, I posted this on the forums, so you could just copy and paste this into that file that you made, and that's they're unique because they're AHX files. And then when you're done with it, you just go down here and you say exit, and it leaves it, and now your F12 key is not bind to that anymore. So you can just leave it on here. So actually you had two. I had one for one that was just 4, and then one that was no, this one was not full screen. This one was, I was keeping the leech chip on a sub alive, so it would do keystroke 1 click, keystroke 2 click. So your leech chip was still alive, but it didn't want to control it with a script. That actually became overly complicated, and I didn't bother to use it. This is just the normal one. So anyway, just a little tip. Talk to you later. Bye bye.